Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti... Oh, that is asking for chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Batistuta! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Chance here to counter. Paredes. And it's Maradona. Iniesta. Iniesta. Paredes. And it's Maradona. No outsmarting him this time. Cucurella. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Otamendi gets over and intercepts. Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Cucurella. That is good progress on the left. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Gets a good foot in there. Alvarez. To McAllister. Oh, it's come loose. It's come backwards here.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Looking for the run, and this is Messi. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that has been knocked clear.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's being shifted off it. Threads one in. And this is Maradona. In it comes. A header! Cleared without hesitation. Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Argentina clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Argentina sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And we are back on the way. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And they've got rid. Molina. Maradona. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Maradona. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nicely weighted ball. Now there's a fine ball. And Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too. Such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
And he whips it in. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And it's Messi. Tries from a long way out. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's a little off target. Messi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Plays a sharp little ball. And Batistuta! Oh, glorious Batty goal! A finish of true class. Arsenal take the lead. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Cucurella has it out wide and in space. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Knocks it into space. That ball looks a good one. Bullish header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Neymar. Now then... Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Argentina are level. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Kvaratskhelia, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Can he get it through? And a chance! Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Just eases him off the ball. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Yamal! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, and that brings the first half to a close. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Big chance! And he hits the net! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Arsenal cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Shoots! Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Referee's come over. It's a red card. Argentina are down to 10 men.
Arsenal have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Messi receives it in a wide position. Over to the right flank.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause.
Can he finish? And a neat finish! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Argentina really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Ah, he's given it away. And the shot! Goal! Argentina! Into the lead once more. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Argentina have their lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now.
And Messi! And that's in. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Played with finesse. Cucurella, he's shifting through the gears here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Neymar. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Van Nistelrooy! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Well, they've done the hard part. Now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve...
That's that, the end. Arsenal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
You'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. When you have so much class from both sides, the next goal is going to be so significant. When you have so much class from both sides, the next goal is going to be so significant.